Okay, how we doing out there today? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Luminous 4K screen paint using ambient light rejection technology gain times 4 and 5. Now, for those of you who've been asking us, what is the difference between that Supreme 7 and all the other screen paints we designed? The Supreme 7 just has a much higher gain, which will allow the screen to be able to produce images on lower entry-level projectors. I'll post it at the bottom where we're doing the demonstrations on that Sony 1100 lumen projector. Even outside, it has the ability to produce just on a lower entry-level projector. So if you're a lower projector with lower lumens, like 1100 and so forth, you'll be able to use that form of technology. Now, as for the 4 and 5, keep in mind with the Luminous ambient light rejection technology that uses a spray-on, that is used for front and rear, and I cannot express this enough. If you're going to be painting this on a projection screen, spraying this on, we always suggest the Wagner 150, which is a very good stain sprayer, and we also suggest that you have to paint the surface black before coating it on, because that is a visible form of technology, and it's designed to be able to adjust the color tone the more applications you put on the surface. So some people don't want a jet black surface, they want something with a different tone, and that's why it's designed that way, to give the customer the option to do so. Also, the roll-on does not have that ability to do front and rear at the same time, but it is an easier application to apply on any surface that you're going to be choosing to coat over, and it has the ambient light rejection technology gain times 4. It does pull up both screens, and Luminous do have the ability to pull up outside and very well lit. You're going to have well lit ambient light because that's what it's going to be either way. So this is from a customer's request for the Superior, and I knew this was going to happen. We're going to have people coming and asking about all the projectors we have over here in the corner. Can we do a demonstration on this projector? Can we do a demonstration on that projector? We have two ultra short those. We have a 42, and I mean to count the numbers by lumens, 42, 237s, and then we have a 26, 3000, and that's the 1100 lumen right there. Now this right here is a 4000 lumen Mitsubishi projector. I'll put the model number on the side for those of you curious about picking one of these up. All my projectors in my environment are 720p. There's no 1080 or 4K. Now, I just want to put this out there really quick. Now, if you see me doing demonstrations and well-lit environments, you know, using low entry-level projectors and so forth, and especially when you see me doing demonstrations outside in the morning and evening hours on 1100 lumens, this shows why our technology differs from everything else on the market. Where, as I said before, if you take an average screen paint and you go outside, it'll fade, it'll wash out, it'll disappear. Now, if you take bare silver screen and you take it outside, guess what? No difference. It'll fade, it'll disappear, it'll wash out outside. But if you bring it inside and you use it under controlled lighting, it looks pretty good. Kind of got a picture here of what I'm talking about? So that's what I'm talking about, but it shows no difference because you can do the exact same thing with a form of bare silver screen. Now, the reason why it may look a little amazing, because maybe you're using a higher form of upgrade projector, that will do it also too. Poor ambient light controlled environment, which means that's an environment where the lights are dim. Even if you have a light bulb here and a light bulb there, that's not real ambient light. Now, we put a 3-day challenge out a while ago, and in that 3-day challenge, there were some particular rules where the screen had to be used with a projector of 1200 lumens and down. So between 1100 lumens or 1200 lumens to 1100 lumens had to be used. It had to be used outside in the hours of 9 to 10, or you can use it between 5 and 6. Also, too, there were 3 video demonstrations that were posted. One was the star field. Star field is a very hard demonstration to pull off outside. So there were rules in there. Measuring tape had to be presented. Projectors had to be sitting back between 10 to 12 feet back. And also, too, the screen had to lay flat. There couldn't be any roofing or anything blocking any form of ambient light in contact with the screen. Now, that 3-day challenge was put up. It was never met. Now, if we have technology that's producing images outside on 1100 lumens in that kind of environment, especially on a star field, why would anyone think that by us giving you a free can of paint, you would be able to match that technology in that environment? You would have to stick it in your comfortable environment in order to have a decent picture to come close enough to matching that technology. But if we were to stick you out here, in this environment, or outside, your screen would wash out. I could go out and get a $23 can of bare silver screen, throw a little black in here, and it'll perform the exact same way. So, you know, it is what it is. It really doesn't show much of a difference on what you're really getting. Now, some people get all the oohs and ahs off of it, but keep in mind, if a person's using a 4K projector and they're in the dark, then guess what? It's going to show exactly, the screen's going to look much, much better. It's going to look much improvement than pretty much what you have at home. But as I said before, black screens are more superior because a black screen can show true contrast, where a gray screen or dark gray screen or gray screen or even light gray screen will never have the ability to produce contrast, and contrast is everything. Now this screen right here is jet black. Stand in front of my projector for a minute, if I can block it a little bit. There we go. That's a jet black screen, and yet it has the ability to produce very high white levels. That's one of the things I love about the Supreme 7 or any of the Luminous screen paints. They have the ability to produce high white levels. Like I said, it's easy to do contrast on a black screen. The hard part on a black screen is to produce higher white levels. That's the most important part, because with those white levels, you're going to get much brighter, much vivid, much more beautiful natural pictures, and it's getting a dirty color. You do not want a dirty color. See how that rose has a nice yellow to it? You don't want something that's going to look dingy and dirty. Now I'm explaining this again. Those of you who choose to buy a spray-on application of the Luminous, you cannot spray this on a white wall or any other colored wall if you don't coat the surface black first. The reason why is because the technology is a form of black invisible. It was designed for plexiglass. So if you paint this on plexiglass, it takes multiple coats to turn it black, which means you have to let it dry in between. You have to spray it because it's designed to allow the customer to be able to adjust exactly how dark he may want the screen. The last time we designed the stuff, it was so dark, some people didn't want it that dark. They wanted a little lighter. We wanted to be able to adjust the tone of the screen, and that's why it was designed that way. Now, if you're going to be painting something with this form of technology, you're going to paint a screen that's plexiglass and one that's not. We suggest the one that's not. Coat the surface black with any form of flat black paint. If you are using the roll-on, that is not required. You can paint that on anything you want, and yes, the screen paint is fully weatherproof. Now, the Supreme 7, the difference between that technology is it has the ability to have a much higher gain on the screen. That's why we can take it outside on 1100 lumens and produce images on it. And that's why the images on an 1100 lumen, an outdated projector, looks incredible on these screens. All these projectors are 720p. None of these projectors are 1080p. None of these projectors are 4K. Look how far my projector sits back from the screen. And look at all the ambient light that it has to come in contact with in order to be able to hit the screen. Now this is at 4,000 lumens. Turn off my projector there at 4,000 lumens if I have enough time, because I don't want to run out of time. I'm filming in here. These are all my projectors that I own. Right? So I'm going to put the camera here for just a minute. If I do run out of time, I'll come back and I'll set it up again. I think we're just going to put this one on the floor. Okay, let me get some power here, because we don't have any power over here. Thought we had a cord with some power. We don't. See how fast we can plug this up. So I disconnected my big boy projector. That is my Sony 1100 lumens right there that I just plugged in. Hold this down a little bit. It doesn't have any sound because I have to connect separate sound to it. So there it is. That right there is my 1100 lumen projector. There it is right here. So you can see the front of it. Sony 1100 lumens right there. Right there. And that projector right there is being used in a fully lit environment. Now keep in mind, 4000 lumens, 1100 lumens. This is WXGA. This is an XGA projector. And look at the picture quality. This is what a Superior does. Superior has the ability to pull up images on using a low entry level projector. And keep in mind, I told you this projector is so old that it only can produce images in 16:9. No, sorry, not 16:9. 4.3. That's it. Doesn't have a 16:9 option. Put this right over here just for a minute so you can enjoy that. Around the edge for you. I'm going to remove my big boy projector. Bring it back here. There we go. So we can get that out of the way because I don't want to trip over that. See if I can bring this down a little bit more for you. Yeah, that's how dull it looks when you put it up. So I was pulling the projector back because I want to bring it back a little farther. So I had to bring it back a little farther back from the screen. I want to put it in the same position in the same position that the 4000 lumen projector was sitting. And we'll bring it up just a little bit because we did miss some video there when I was adjusting the projector. So this is on a Sony 1100 lumens. We just said 4000 lumens. You're looking at 11,000 lumens. Sorry, 1100 lumens. Keep saying 11,000. 1100 lumen projector. I heard me say that a few times in the video. Like, why do I keep saying 11,000? 11. If it was 11,000 lumens, it'd be much bigger than this. But yeah, it was. This is a 1100 lumen projector, and just to show you in a fully lit environment what we're picking up. Now, I can take this same projector right here. I can do me another video. I can go outside, put this against my garage door, and this image would pull up. Doing the same demonstrations I did on a 4000 lumen projector. It just has a much higher gain. That's the only difference between the two. It has a much higher gain capability. So we went from that projector, 4000 lumens, to 1100 lumens. And look at the picture quality. And look at all the lighting we have in the environment. Alright, for my time runs out here, I'm Kenneth Bird from Luminous 4K Screen Paint using ambient light projection technology, game times 4, 5, and 7. I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. That Supreme, the Supreme 7, will be launching very soon. It only will be available in 1 quart and 2 quarts. We don't have a price for it yet. We also too are deciding whether we're going to make it a roll-on or a spray-on. If we do make it a spray-on, we will include the paint sprayers, the Wagner 150s with them. If we don't, it's just going to be the roll-on. Alright, again, hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Just showing you the difference between what we do over here and what everybody else does. Like I said, I can take this technology, I can take the screen right outside and do a demonstration, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a demonstration outside again on the big screen right there. And we're going to do this outside, and we're going to get some more mixes. And we're going to be doing some demonstrations against those also too. Alright, with that being said, again, I got to go. God bless.